day 3.
We slept till 11.
I can't believe it. So our flat is right on a main drag, which has got tons of traffic on it. It's really difficult to sleep because we're not used to the sound of anything when we're sleeping other than me snoring. Or maybe Amy. Anyway, I took a sleep aid and tossed and turned until 2 in the morning. Mind you, we're 9 hours ahead of what our normal deal is. But anyway, we slept until 11 o'clock in the morning, something I have never done since I was probably in high school, which was too many years ago to mention.
So we had pasta for breakfast.
Yeah. And so this morning we're headed now over to St. Peter's in Chains to see Michelangelo's Moses, and we're hoping to be dazzled by that. So we were gonna try and get to St. Peter's in Chains through this public park, but it looked like drug alley through there. A little sketchy looking. Amy said unless you had your gun packing on you, I'm not walking through there. Well, I didn't really try to bring my gun through TSA, so we're taking a detour down kind of a pretty little avenue here with your classic cobbled stones. And so we're in the Church of St. Peter in Chains, and they're actually holding Sunday service, so I have to whisper. But behind me is the statue of Moses as sculpted by Michelangelo, and it's pretty amazing to be in such a place like this where you've got such historical art figures. It's pretty awe-inspiring. What do you think?
No words.
No words? So we just finished seeing the Church of St. Peter in Chains, where Michelangelo's classic Moses statue was, and I have to say it was pretty awe-inspiring to see something with that much history to it from such a, probably the most legendary artist of all time. And it's really hard to imagine that's 700 years old.
More than that.
Probably more than that, but for somebody to do that type of artwork like that is just, at that time in marble, is breathtaking.
How beautiful it is.
Yeah. So now we're gonna go walk towards the Capitol building and maybe do a Rick Steves walking tour of Rome.
I don't have my wallet on me. I don't know. I have my card.
So those guys are the biggest scammers around. They hand you some little goodie as a gift from their village, and then they hit you up for money and make you
a gift of love.
gift of love that costs you 10 euros is what they ask for, and it's just trinkets that aren't even worth 10 cents.
And they give it to you and they walk away, and then they come back and ask for the money.
Yeah. So when they try to give you the free gift, hand it right back to them. You know what's always amazed me is how something in such disrepair and things that are falling apart the way they are can have such beauty to them. I think, well, it's definitely part of the charm is that everything is somewhat aged and falling apart. But that's part of being ancient Rome, I guess. Their beauty's in the ruins. Not that that was ruins, but I mean that was clearly an older home that's seen its better days, but it still somehow pulls off being beautiful. Most of the stones they built these with came from how far away? Like 30 miles. They weren't right here, so that makes it even more impressive that they had to haul this stuff after it was excavated.
Recycled.
Well, no, these weren't recycled. It was the Christian, most of the Christian buildings and basilicas and whatnot that were made from recycled Roman marble.
Yes.
Which was interesting. We found out on the tour yesterday that they actually took down a lot of that stuff to build the Vatican and other places like that. So a lot of the Colosseum actually is in the state that it's in because they took off a lot of the marble from it in order to build the churches.
Who knows?
No, this is about the time of the Colosseum.
I just think it's funny how they were saying recycled, but basically it was just stolen.
Well, recycled sounds better. Well, it wasn't stolen like they made something crummy out of it. They made something equally as beautiful.
Took it from one place and brought it to another.
Anyway, it's pretty awesome either way you look at it. So the fella on the horse behind me is Victor Emmanuel. He was the first unifying king of Italy in the late 1800s. And he had taken Italy from basically a variety of city-states and unified them. I don't know my Italian history enough beyond that though to know if he was, I guess he was a good guy. They built a heck of a big statue to him, but I don't know if he did it peacefully. I'm assuming he did, but unfortunately I don't read Italian, so I really can't tell from some of the inscriptions on the wall. But either way, it's a beautiful place. I highly recommend you come. Life in our own hands and do something totally insane, which is try to go through a crosswalk without getting killed by a bus. You survived.
I am.
That's freaking nuts.
It is a crosswalk. They're supposed to stop.
Crosswalk slash gauntlet.
Deadlock.
Okay, we just did a really long walk through the city of Rome, and we are now at the Piazza Navona. Piazza Navona. Still struggling with our Italian. Anyway, it's a beautiful plaza with this gorgeous fountain behind me. Been walking for a little bit, and you can just sit and relax to the sound of that beautiful waterfall. Just take in the whole atmosphere and everything. I Suddenly I have to pee.
Yo no soy marinero, soy capitán, soy capitán, soy capitán. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Para la bamba se necesita una boca de gracia. Una boca.
This used to be a racetrack.
Talk to me.
Oh, sorry.
Racetrack for what?
It was built around 80 AD by Emperor. Why are you doing this to me? This is where they used to flood the cities to cool off everybody.
Really?
Yes. Cool off the neighborhood. They used to flood the squares, but it used to be a racetrack. And it's still in the original shape of the racetrack.
Welcome to the Roman Holidays, the best restaurant in the world from the 1953.
This is Emiliano, the host with the most, and we are in the Piazza
Piazza Navona. Yes. Piazza Navona, the most beautiful piazza in the world.
When you're in Italy and you want to stop after a long walk for a great glass of wine and great ambiance and a great view and a great host, give them a chance.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Arrivederci.
Arrivederci Roma.
So after hanging around the fountain there at the Piazza Navarro, I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, we're walking up to the Pantheon, which is hopefully, it'd be nice if it was open, we could go in the inside, but we're thinking it's probably not because it's a little bit late. But it's a beautiful evening walk. We're following a Rick Steves tour book, and we're hoping that he doesn't steer us the wrong way.
No, he's doing pretty good so far.
He's done pretty good so far. Anyway,
But then it's a little chilly today.
a little bit. That's his
Wind's
fault
blowing.
too.
The wind's blowing. Yes.
Rick, how could you? All right, here we are. Wow. Look at that. This thing's amazing. I mean, you just come out of an alleyway and boom, there it is. It's absolutely gorgeous.
Hello.
Hello.
Sir.
What are you buying now?
Yeah, my clear, thank you.
What is that? Skirt?
No.
This photo like this helmet and 10 euro only was another one, 10 euro. Like,
No.
okay? Not?
No? What? No?
Okay. Thank you. Grazie. Bye bye.
Grazie.
Yes.
You.
He's pretty good. Oh, God. So it was built on top of, apparently, so the Pantheon was built in 120 AD by the Emperor Hadrian, and apparently it's built on top of another structure, which is so common here in Rome, that a later Christian building would be built on top of Roman ruins. That seems to be the common theme around here. Anyway, it's just a gorgeous evening, albeit a little bit chilly and overcast, but we're just going to hang out here and check it out and experience the experience. but the Trevi Fountain was a bust tonight because of the pouring rain. So we came to the little cafe that's right next to our flat, where we knew we could get a warm meal and hopefully get a good night's sleep. And the 2 restaurants we were going to were closed. So in typical Roman fashion, we are eating dinner at 9:20 at night, and the restaurant's packed. Back home, it'd be closing up on a weeknight. Of course, this is May Day is a holiday, and they have a concert going on around the corner. So, and we're gonna go out and check it out. It's about 11:45.
Way past our bedtime.
Way past our bedtime, but we're so screwed up from the time zones, it should be okay. There's a big military presence here. And yeah, we're gonna see what's happening.
We probably won't be able to sleep tonight anyway because it's very noisy.
Yeah, this is what's going on a block from our flat. We definitely missed the party, apparently. There seems to be alcohol bottles everywhere. None of them are ours. Just got body slammed by a couple of idiots that were wrestling like fuckheads. There's one thing consistent in the world, it's that fucking morons gotta show up for every concert no matter how old they are, where they are, right?
They gotta have buns of steel.
Thank God she's been doing buns of steel.
Probably hurt him worse than it hurt me.
I doubt it. There's what used to be the house of the Pope. It was before the Vatican was built. The Pope used to live there. And it seems kind of irreverent that they're holding a rock concert in the grass right next to it. I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
But this is Rome. This is Rome.
This is Rome. This is Italy, the new Italy. And obviously it's okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the Basilica of San Giovanni right behind us in the light right there. It's beautiful sculptures and whatnot. We took a tour of the Basilica earlier and it was absolutely gorgeous. And they were holding a very traditional mass in there. But now they're holding a mass of a different kind behind us. It's more like a pop rock concert, which we're hoping will end eventually while we're trying to sleep. Because our flat
it's gonna go on till morning.
is like right over my shoulder and not very far away.